Welcome to You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose. I'm your host, Brandy, the life coach, and I want to personally thank you for tuning in. This is a space where faith meets action, where dreams are rediscovered, and where purpose is lived out loud.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria. Each week we'll have real conversations about faith, growth, and the beautiful, sometimes messy, process of walking in purpose.
That's right. So today is our very first episode. I should add some applause there or something. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about what started it all. You have a dream. Because before purpose becomes a plan, it begins as a whisper. In the spirit, a God-given dream that refuses to die, no matter how much time has passed. All right, so let's be real. Life has a way of making us forget our dreams. Responsibilities, heartbreaks, disappointments, they pile up until the spark we once had feels like a memory.
Whew, yes. We start thinking maybe that dream was childish or unrealistic, when really it was divine.
All right, so exactly. Dreams are divine assignments. God doesn't plant something in your heart just to tease you. He plants it so that through you, something beautiful and life-changing can bloom.
I love that image because sometimes the dream doesn't die, it just goes dormant.
Yes, dormant. Dormant, not dead. You may feel buried, but really, you're being planted. Let me say that again from someone listening. You're not buried, you're being planted. So we have different seasons in our life, and what I want to tell you is like mine, okay? So when I was growing up, all through school, I wanted to be the next Patsy Cline. So, I entered talent shows, I went to college for vocal music, got voice lessons and all that. And so as I'm growing older and still going to talent shows, okay? And so I tried out for one, and I actually took Victoria with me. She was just a little baby. And I tried out for Linda Ronstadt's talent agency. And so, you have to wait, I think it was like 3 weeks. And so when they called, they said Linda Ronstadt wanted to add me to her agency. And I was like so excited, right? So excited. But then they tell you all the stuff that you need to have. You need $75,000 for the studio time, the studio musicians, paying the rights for the songs. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't afford that. I mean, Victoria was probably almost 2. I can't do that. I can't do that. So that dream is gone. But I still sang at church. I still sang at weddings. I still sang at funerals. I sang all the time.
That's true, she really does.
Huh?
I said that's true, you really do sing all the time.
So the next season of my life was being a single mom with 2 children. And I went back to school to get my associates because I needed a career to support us. And then I met my husband and we got married, we had Marcus, and life was good. So, but at that time, I was working in customer service. Don't get me wrong. I loved what I did, right? So I worked all the time, but I was able to be present. Victoria loves to sing. She had choir stuff. We did that. And Bethany was an amazing cheerleader. And Marcus tried football, and then we got into basketball. And so that's where my focus was, is raising my kids and being there for them, right?
Well, yes, yeah. She was a good, she's the best mom. She was working hard to always support what we were doing, cheerleading, football, basketball, choir. But it was overwhelming because she was working, had 3 kids, so it was a lot for her to just try to be there for everybody all at once. Because sometimes we all had things
Something
scheduled
at the same
time, to where Bethany would be cheerleading and Marcus would have a basketball game, or I'd have a choir thing and they would be doing some game. So not like she had to choose, but she had to pick which one she could go to after she got off work.
Right.
And we never felt like she chose anybody over anybody. It was just easier for her to go to this one when somebody could be at mine or somebody could be at Bethany's.
Right.
So we all had somebody to support when she wasn't there. But she was always trying to be there. That's the best part about her being our mom, is she always tried.
Just trying to be
make
present.
me cry. That's gonna make me cry.
Don't cry. It's all good. So in that season, you know, the girls started to graduate and go be out on their own. And so I still had Marcus left, 4 years left with him. So my ex and I got a divorce. Marcus was playing basketball. We did competitive ball. And, you know, so I was a basketball mom all the way. And because Victoria had moved to Washington and then down to Florida, Bethany was out doing what she does. And so my focus was Marcus. And he picked up golf too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was...
And so I'm going to these basketball tournaments, then school basketball, and then he has these golf tournaments. And let me tell you, in the time that they take place, it's kind of chilly. But we went, rode in a cart, cheered him on, made him laugh, made him smile. So as I got the divorce, that's when I went back to college to get my bachelor's degree. And I got a bachelor's of science in family and children's services. And so I wanted to do that. And then I found a school for life coaching and got my master's in life coaching and got my master's in health coaching. And so then I was going to be a life coach. And then March 13th, 2020, the pandemic. So, you know, that kind of stopped everything. And then my stepdaughter at the time did not want to go back to school. She was just terrified to go back to school. And so we enrolled her in a school. And her teacher had asked me if I had a degree because they're needing teachers. And I was like, I do have a degree, but it's not in teaching. She goes, we have a You Teach program, and you can teach and also take the tests to become a teacher. I did that. So I've been teaching since then, since 2020, and I absolutely love my job. I absolutely love it. I love touching my kids, making a difference in their life. I absolutely love it. And I've had probably 10 kids already that graduated. And I mean, I have 30 children on my roster. Some starting at kindergarten, and some I've even had since kindergarten. And then a lot of my students started in 7th grade. So my 7th through seniors are students that I've had the whole time, and I absolutely love it. So with that being said, there are seasons in your life And again, your dreams are not dead. They're dormant. So here I am back at Life Coaching where I feel I'm called. And I'm bringing my daughter along because I think she'll give some good insight as well, because she's the mom of 6. She sees it every day. She watches her kids grow up and they have dreams too. And so she gets to watch them flourish just like I got to watch them. So now we're going to get practical. I want to give you 3 steps to start walking toward your dream again. Step 1, ask yourself, why did God give me this dream? Your why is your anchor. And you will doubt, and your doubt tries to shake you. So just remember your anchor, okay? Step 2, reignite the vision. Write it down. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it a plan. When you put it on paper, you're saying, God, I agree with what you've shown me. And step 3 is release the timeline. You don't have to know when or how. Just take one faithful step. God blesses movement, not perfection.
That's good, Mom. I love that you said movement, not perfection.
Yes, perfection kind of paralyzes us, doesn't it? But God sees progress in movement. Every small step in still obedience. God loves that. All right, so let's take a moment. I want to read from Ephesians 3:20. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Pause. Think about that. His power at work within us. That means your dream doesn't depend on your strength. It depends on his strength.
That's freeing, isn't it? Because it takes the pressure off of us.
Exactly. Faith isn't about forcing outcomes. It's about trusting God to be faithful. So, if he gave you the dream, you can trust and have faith. He'll also give you what you need to fulfill it, even if you can't see the full picture yet. All right, here's your challenge this week. You like a challenge? I love challenges. Take out a notebook, write your dream down, even if it's small, scary, or far away. Then pray over it. Ask God, what's my first faithful step? If you've been inspired by this episode and want to go deeper, schedule a coaching session with me at youhaveadream.livingwithpurpose@gmail.com. Together, we'll help you plant that dream again in faith, not fear.
That's right. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Just plant the seed. God handles the growth.
Before we close, let's speak this truth together. My dream is alive. My purpose is clear. I trust God to guide me. Say it again until your spirit believes it. My dream is alive. My purpose is clear. I trust God to guide me.
That's so powerful, because when you speak life, you breathe hope back into your purpose.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us for this first episode of You Have a Dream, Living with Purpose. Next week, we'll dive into impossible equals impossible and talk about turning fear into faith.
Until then, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep living with purpose.
I also want to let you know about a charity that I absolutely love, and I hope you find the love for it too, and I'll link it in the show notes, is Folds of Honor. Folds of Honor is a group that provides scholarships for soldiers that were injured or even died. It's sad. But it gives a way to carry on that soldier's legacy. So look into them, and we'll see you next week. Be blessed in all you do.